Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Cameron, last night, about 7:30, comes up with his bucket full of candy. He says, "Dad, is this enough?" I said, "No. Go empty it in the house and get back out there and fill it up again."
What a slave driver you
Isn't that what we did as kids?
How much was the dad tax last night on the candy?
It was all of it, man.
All right.
I mean, let us know. I mean, when I was a kid, I'd take the pillowcase, fill it up, and I'd be running house to house and fill it up again. How many times?
Did you change costumes or anything, or just
no?
Go out,
go to different neighborhoods.
Huh?
Yeah, in different neighborhoods, not the same one. Go out east, and then I go out north, and then I go out west. I mean, I was in the middle of houses.
You were a Halloween missionary.
Well, okay. So, tell us, what is your record for filling up your bag on Halloween? And let us know if you've been robbed from your candy. I have.
Been robbed?
Yeah, like I was 10 years old and it was two teenagers. Didn't want to go trick-or-treating.
They strong-armed you for
They
your
strong-armed me. They took my pillowcase and I had to run back out quick. It was my first pillowcase.
That's bad luck.
Oh.
I hope those two teenagers are listening.
I knew them. My brothers knew them, you know?
You did?
Yeah.
And they still took it.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's funny. They had a lookout.
Neighborhood.
They had a lookout on one side, and the other was around the corner, and the lookout would signal. I remember seeing the guy there. I'm like, what is he doing? And then he'd signal, and the guy would pop out, "Give me your candy."
Oh man, that's awful. Man. I hope they're doing time.
Anyways, okay.
Or they've straightened out and understood the error of their ways. So.
Day of the Dead today. I'm not going to be talking about the dead. We are going to discuss how, and not necessarily why, but how the Democrats don't bother to look down at who they step on. They just do the stepping and keep moving.
Yeah, lots of dead bodies on the side of the road, and they just
they don't care.
Keep on going. So not literally, but maybe in some cases.
Day of outrage today.
Yeah.
Be outraged with me just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just remember, just a few more days until election.
Your vote counts. It does.
Yeah, definitely vote.
Democrats do not even bother to look down at the people they step on. This story that we're talking about today is taken from Fox News' Andrew Mark Miller. Former President Trump was joined on stage at a Nevada rally on Thursday night by the family of a Marine veteran, well, he's a Marine, who was recently murdered in Mexico. Retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Warren Douglas Ketz joined Trump on stage in the Las Vegas suburb of Henderson. I don't even know you can call Henderson a suburb. It's a city in itself.
Absolutely.
While speaking,
suburban city, but absolutely. Yeah.
While speaking about his son, Nicholas Douglas Ketz, a 31-year-old Marine veteran who worked for Pima County, Arizona on water reclamation projects. The younger Ketz was shot and killed along the Caborca Altar Highway in northern Mexico on October 19th, just a couple of weeks ago, 30 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border.
Yeah, this is tragedy, really.
Yeah.
So this is according to his father. I really wasn't planning on being here, meaning at the rally. 2 weeks ago, I was completely apolitical actor. Anybody outside my own home wouldn't have known who I would have voted for. Today, the situation changed for me 2 weeks ago. He said Trump and his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, met with him 3 days after the killing.
These guys are busy, man.
Those guys are on it, man. I
mean, they're stumping. It's 5 days, 6 days away.
Yeah.
And they go to meet with this man and his family.
Yeah, this is
wow.
Shows you a little bit of compassion, I guess, right? So when you wonder about where America really is and what the stories are, you don't have to wonder anymore. The man next to me, he was standing next to President Trump, former President Trump, and Vice President nominee J.D. Vance, a current seated senator.
He's a busy guy.
Yep. Both met with me within 36 hours of asking, and both took up the cause, said Ketz. It is the policy that contributed to my son being killed. It is the policy that's contributing to the death of other Americans. It's the policy that's contributing to fentanyl coming into the United States. We've talked about that. And those are political failures, and we need to end them. Amen to that.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
All true stuff. You can't deny that. I mean, again, we have gone to other countries and taken out terrorists.
Yeah.
Fought the cause for terrorism.
Against terrorism.
Against terrorism. Yeah. I don't know why we are not taking a stronger stand on Mexico, because the cartels they're as good, or I say good in a bad way, they're as bad or worse than maybe a Taliban or a Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they are well funded. They're well armed.
They're not zealots. They're in it for money.
Exactly.
Money,
it's
money,
all
money.
Capitalism for them.
Yep.
Yeah. And that is. But they're taking it to us, and they're coming into. I mean, this happened south of the border, right?
30 miles south.
Yeah, very close. But there is stuff happening in our states. I mean, you talk to people that live in Tucson.
It's just Phoenix, a handful of cities.
Yeah,
Scott.
Exactly.
Handful of
Aurora,
complexes.
With those Venezuelan gangs. So I mean, they're infiltrating our country, and it's
crazy.
We are just
the Dems. They don't care. They just try to sweep it on the rug. No, it's not happening here. No dogs or cats are being eaten here. Even my neighbor says that. No, that's not true. There's no. Well, I mean, it's part of voodooism.
That's just. Yeah, that's being just. Your blinders are too thick on that one.
Mexican officials reportedly said that Nicholas Ketz didn't stop at a cartel checkpoint, and a group of armed men followed his pickup truck and opened fire in a direct attack.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So what gives the cartel to have a checkpoint in a country that's they have a president, duly elected president.
Nobody will stop them. That's the right that they take. The vacuum of power. They grab it.
Yeah, they definitely run that country.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was trying to escape, as fast as he could, and those bullets, maximum range is 1,500 meters.
Yeah, I remember it was a few years ago that family that lived in Mexico, they were coming up to the States for a funeral or something.
Yeah, the Mormon.
But they were LDS. They were an offshoot of the LDS
because they still do polygamy. Right. Mormons don't do polygamy.
But they wiped out
the family.
Several members of that family that were
little kids, and moms.
They were in a what do you call that? A brigade? Not a brigade. A car. It was like a convoy of cars. There were several families.
It's 3 cars of families.
Several cars.
Moms and children.
Yeah, and just gunned them down. I mean, that's just crazy. And I don't know if anything's ever come of that. I don't remember ever hearing about anything being pursued about that.
Maybe we should do a segment on that.
Check that out. Yeah,
check out what's going on.
That was awful.
Yeah, I saw a documentary on it, and
I think they were coming up to Arizona or Texas or someplace for a funeral or something. So it was awful. Anyway,
so while reports indicate Mexican authorities made arrests, Ketz's father said he was relying on the FBI to conduct its investigation and wants its son's killers extradited to the U.S. Quote, "What I want is a sponsorship of a couple things," Ketz said. Quote, "One is to change U.S. code so that if people committed crimes against U.S. persons, especially murder, they are brought back here to face our justice.
Good with that.
Number 2 is legislation that is, that would be a problem like in Indonesia or Australia, because it's so far away. I mean, the local justice would have to take care of that. But here, I don't think we can depend on Mexican justice because the cartels are running wild. So that's a tricky one. Number 2 is legislation that is enacted that takes us someplace closer to a plan in Mexico that'll institute not only military capability, but also institution building."
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that it might be a hard thing to do. Money is a powerful thing, right? And we give a lot of money to those countries that you just mentioned, especially Mexico.
Yeah.
Just cut it off. Tell them, hey. I mean,
that would be a start to balancing the budget. Let me tell you that right now. And are we going to be? Is it because we don't want our feelings hurt for not doling out money? Come on, man.
Right.
Once we get back on track, we'll be helping people, but we got to get back on track.
Yeah.
Both parties have pretty much.
This is becoming a very common thing here with people being killed on our side of the border by illegals, and not just from Mexico or South America, but all over. And it's got to stop. I mean, it's crazy. It's like our country has become a sanctuary country. So So Ketz told the crowd that Trump had a tear in his eye when the two talked about his son and that he believes Trump will keep his promise to seek justice if elected. Ketz also said that his family attempted to attend a rally with Harris, running mate Governor Tim Walz, but were told the venue was full. Really? And they could not meet with Walz.
That's weird.
That is weird. That's incredible. And frankly, to do that, just to be able to do that literally just a few days after this horrible event happened is pretty amazing. Trump told the crowd, who at one point erupted with chants of Nicholas.
So let's follow this logic. They reach out to Trump. Yeah, we'll get back to you. Okay, we will. They reach out to Walz to attend the rally. No, sorry, we don't want to talk to you. It's too full. They don't even want to hear this family. Is that crazy? Where are their values? It shows you where their values are.
Yeah, not much compassion there.
No.
So
no.
And like this guy said, nobody really knew his political views outside of people who lived in his home.
Right.
And so, I don't know.
We didn't want to hear about your son getting killed.
And again, both sides are guguilty of this.
That'll look bad on us.
Every time I get on the TV or go on YouTube, I'm seeing ads for donations. And, you got President Obama out there. You got Hillary Clinton out there. You got Bill Clinton out there.
The Marvel actors. The Marvel actors all team up. George Clooney.
Trump is out there asking for donations, but it's like it's almost like a reverse of the press conferences, right? Trump is like just barely scratching the surface, and these guys are just pounding it with asking for donations. So I don't know, but yeah, why not?
So we're going to do a segment on that. Act Blue has been doing some shenanigans, and we're going to do a segment on that. How they're getting their money. Yeah. Okay, so here's what Trump said. Quote, I'll tell you, we'll take care of it. We're going to take care of it. We're going to get that guy. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. They know who he is. Can you believe it? They know who he is. Nothing's done. Mexico is going to give them to us. Mexico is going to give them to us. They have to. I'm still in the quote here. They have to. It's going to be real easy. When I'm president, it's President Trump. We're going to put the drug smugglers and human traffickers, we're going to put them right out of business. They're killing hundreds of thousands of people in our country, end quote.
And, at least he's coming out and saying it.
Yeah.
The other side, I just don't hear it. So
yeah.
Anyway, Donald Trump said Tuesday his administration will seize the assets of criminal gangs and drug cartels and give the proceeds to families affected by the migrant crime if he's elected the 47th president next week. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
The funds, the 78-year-old told reporters at Mar-a-Lago who would create a compensation plan for the victims of crimes committed by those in the U.S. illegally. Again, quote, the government will help in the restoration. Trump added, the tactic has long been used by the federal government against drug trafficking organizations and former drug enforcement administration officials, called asset seizure an effective tool in the pursuit of justice. So,
have you ever seen a Mercedes-Benz police car? That's an asset seizure.
Yeah.
That's been redirected, painted, and
yeah, I remember years ago you'd see like souped up, fancy decked out 4-wheel drive pickup trucks and motorhomes they would seize from these guys that were smuggling stuff, and they'd use it for command posts, mobile command posts and stuff. So I think, hey, why not?
Yeah.
Saves on taxpayer money, right?
Yeah. Why can't the Biden-Harris idiocracy think of something so easy and meaningful? Because they don't bother to look down at the people they step on. You watch. Harris will announce this as her policy stance just before the election, that she's going to take drug seizures, and she'll turn the page, and she's going to take Trump's idea.
Yeah.
That's totally. I'm outraged. Man, you can see it. You can hear it in my voice.
Well, this can affect anybody. This kind of stuff can affect anybody. Nobody's safe from this. I don't care.
It could affect
it's like
any of my
prices
sons.
at the pump or prices at the grocery store. Everybody goes there. Everybody buys food. Everybody buys fuel. Everybody walks down the street. Everybody wants to vacation. I won't go to Mexico to vacation. There's no way. Not that I really want it to.
On a cruise. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
You can stay on the ship.
Not from
There's no pirates.
Yeah. I don't know. You never know. They're taking over cargo ships. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a sad deal, but everybody's affected by this stuff. So everybody needs to take notice. It's happening. It's happening right here in the States.
Let me ask you, people, do you think that this government that we have, the idiocracy, is providing for the common defense? Do you think they're doing that?
Great question.
I think they're looking for payola. How to make money, how to stay in power, how to get
Power
money
and
from
control.
their special interests, and then slice off the government cheese to the special interests.
Power and control and power, right?
They don't
They're
care
looking
about
for-
our common defense.
Yeah, sad deal.
It's got a couple days before the election, right?
Yeah.
Voting has consequences.
4 days, right?
Tell your friends, tell your family, go vote.
Yeah.
Are you better off 4 years ago? Forget his mouth. Go vote. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be
Good day,
talking
everyone.
about Act Blue tomorrow.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.